Pete Weber will start us off. And we talked with Pete yesterday, Randy, and I made the comment, you got a smile on your face today. That's not always the case with Pete, a very nice guy, but he seemed particularly warm and inviting yesterday, and one of the reasons, he's about to be a grandpa again, his first grandson on the way any day now. Kyson back in St. Louis. Pete and his wife will fly home Tuesday, and hopefully his daughter Nikki can hold her water till then.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and this is the tough part. Pete can't let any of this affect his performance. He's just got to block it out. I mean, step off, go back through your routine, and just get up and act like it didn't happen. And Bill, this is going to be a very interesting match for the folks to watch. You're going to see two completely different angles being played by the players. Pete's going to play the deep inside line. I look for Walter Ray to play much straighter from the right side of the lane.
Is this the equivalent of LeBron Kobe, basically?
Yeah, it is.
Very much so. Now, time for the intro for Pete Weber's opponent.
The PBA Tour's all-time title holder. He owns 7 major victories and is a 6-time Player of the Year. PBA Hall of Famer from Ocala, Florida. Please welcome Walter Ray Williams, Jr.
Age only a number to this guy. 50 years old, yet in pursuit today of tour title number 47.
I like the way he throws it.
See, that's the high hard one. He's going to play straight from out, and when he can do that, that's when he's at his best, and that's when he's the toughest to beat.
I think when your name is Walter Ray Williams Jr., you have to become a professional bowler. I think that's a rule.
It's preordained.
Yeah.
He's also a world champion horseshoe player.
Is that true?
See the horseshoes on his jersey right there. Yeah, one of the best ever.
I would have researched that, but you told me to do no research for this.
My bad.
Come on, baby.
Back-to-back jacks for WRWJ to open up this match with Pete Weber.
And you know, a lot of times when the lanes get very difficult, the best recipe is straighter is greater, and that's exactly just like Walter Ray's mantra. I mean, that's what he does. He does that the best. Now, he is versatile. He can play all over the lane. He can play the inside angle. He can play first arrow and everything in between, but he likes it best when he can stay right of the head pin and fire it at the 1-3.
Weber, bottom of the second, down 10 early to Walter Ray. Goes Brooklyn, but gets all 10 to drop.
Well, you can see just how sensitive the middle part of the lane is.
I like it. They're raising the stakes on each other.
Oh, Pete Weber moves right on that right lane, trying to take a page out of Walter Ray's book, but gets it left the target. Gets a nice break on Brooklyn. At what point do we start talking about how Walter Ray has owned Pete on television the last 10 outings?
Pretty soon.
Okay.
What's the record?
2-8.
Yeah, it's 2-8
for Pete.
That's not good.
And that's taking a really good break and turning it into a double right there.
You know what they call that? A combined ham bone.
Nice.
Right?
Well played.
Thank you.
You're getting in the mood for the Winter Olympics with all those combined events. There you go, the head-to-head comparison of Walter Ray Williams Jr. versus Pete Weber. Walter Ray with an 8-2 advantage in 10 TV finals, but Walter Ray saying, you know, if it was 100 times, it'd probably be like 50-50.
He's just saying.
Walter Ray on a mission.
He's
An opening
like
three-bag.
watching a pitcher throw 99, just humming it.
Yeah, he can bring it.
And again, he's 50 years old. I'm 50.
It's only his 170th telecast. And at 50 years of age, I mean, the guy's just ageless. It's amazing what he does. He's already won a tournament this season. And to just continue to do what he does out here is truly amazing. You ask any player out here, and he's just a freak of nature.
Top 5 this season in earnings, average, and points. Just one title this year, like Randy mentioned, that coming in the Motor City Open, where he beat Chris Barnes back in September.
Every time they cut to a different scene, it shows up on those video monitors. So just, I'll try to pay attention.
Boy, when you can get into his head.
Yeah, we've done it. There are some video monitors above the lanes that show the action to the house, and that's actually the first time I've seen anybody comment on it.
You know what's funny is I was wondering if that was a problem.
You know, a lot of success for Walter Ray in this building as he just throws.
A four-bagger.
Yeah.
For Walter Ray, it's a four-bagger, Bill.
He actually pulled his first regional event in this center back in like 1980.
Yeah, both these guys have good vibes in this house. The winner to take on Michael Fagan in our title match. We'll see who survives to roll on when we return to Fountain Valley.
So if it happened here, that would be a
Fifth frame, Walter Ray Williams Jr. with the lead. Here's Pete Weber in the fifth. Leaves the 2-10, could not convert it, so an open frame in the fifth. Here is Walter Ray live looking for 6 in a row and will not get it.
Oh, Rob, I was so excited.
You see, I told you jinxed him during the
No, I
commercial
did. I
break.
asked Randy how many times the 300s happened, and he only said 20. He said it's happened 20 times.
On TV.
On TV. So, yeah, almost like witnessing a perfect game in baseball.
There's still another match.
I blame myself. I did the Joe Buck. I brought it up before it should have been brought up.
Trust us, Randy and I have this conversation every week when we're supposed to bring it up and not. I think we've decided the 8th or the 9th you can mull it. Walter Ray in the 6th. Now an open frame of his own. So Pete Weber really struggled while we were away in break. An 8 spare in the 4th frame and then an open frame in the 5th to fall behind fairly dramatically. Now the deficit only 30 pins for Weber as he steps up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Randy, did Walter basically take him out with those first 4 strikes? It seemed like it was just out of it at that point.
Well, right now, Walter Ray, because of the open frame, is in the 220s. Pete Weber can strike out and shoot 245. So this match far from over. But Pete Weber's going to have to make an adjustment. I think you're going to see that right here.
Another Brooklyn strike. A strike is a strike, but that's still a concern for PDW.
Absolutely, and that's his third. I believe it's his third Brooklyn in 2 matches. So that's a sign of not being lined up, and that's the last thing you want to see. You know, the layman will look at it and go, well, yeah, but he struck.
Alrighty
well,
then.
guess what? You can't rely on throwing Brooklyn strikes to get yourself back in the match.
I do think he's making a mistake not pretending that that was his intention. Because in basketball, if you bank the 3, you pretend you banked it. In bowling, you got to just, oh, yeah, I meant to do the Brooklyn.
I called that.
Yeah.
We begin the 7th. PDW working a strike, down 30.